Howdy, folks. What's going on? This is the Outlaw Hatfield. We're back at you one more time, folks. And apparently Angelina says we are ready to rock and roll, so we are ready to rock and roll tonight. With me tonight is, of course, Angelina and my buddy Gary. How you doing, Gary?
Doing pretty well. Thanks for the invite, buddy.
I couldn't help myself. Angelina, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Angelina was just telling us a very interesting story about her relatives that she didn't know she had. Would you like to go into that now?
No, it's all right.
Oh, come on. I thought it was interesting.
It was mainly just for Gary because he has a shared interest in.
Oh, come on. You have your own personal Tarzan story.
Tarzan?
Yeah, how cool that is? Yeah.
Is that like Tarzan?
Yeah. Except, just being found and being raised by apes is a little different, but
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
But he would be a foundling too, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, by the apes, though, right?
Well, eventually humans found him. Grant you, he was, in his 20s when they did, but they found him eventually.
I guess they did, yeah. I'm trying to think about, what's Tarzan again? Which one is he? No, I'm okay. All right. I was just thinking of the Jungle Book. But you're talking about the guy that swings around with the Jane.
Yes, that's the Tarzan.
Me, Tarzan. You, Jane.
All right, yeah, I saw that in the movie theaters.
What's a movie theater? I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, don't bother.
No, I'm not going to waste my money going to a theater to watch any movies. That's why we have internet.
Yes, it is.
Besides that, popcorn's too damn expensive. Last time I went to the movie theater was, I guess, 7, 8 years ago? Maybe a little longer than that.
I went last year.
Back then, it was like $6 for a damn popcorn. I was like, have you lost your mind?
Now a lot of them got recliners and everything in them. Is more comfortable than being at home, except you damn near fall asleep.
Space age movie theaters, huh?
Yeah.
Or what about the ones that bring you stuff? You just push a button and then.
And you can reserve seats online now and just cut through all the lines and just walk right in as soon as you get there. Pay online, man.
Yeah.
Or I can just sit at my house and watch what the hell I want to watch and not have to worry about it.
Well, you can if you want to be antisocial.
Well, I'm always antisocial. What are you talking about? I'm the most antisocial person I know, other than Night Strike.
That's why you have a social media channel.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing how that works, huh? I can be social with you guys because you're not in the room with me.
Yeah, you know what? That's a big thing because I don't like hanging out either. But
if we all show up at Tulsa, then we'll all be in the same room together.
I'll pull it to go to sleep.
Well, I definitely am planning on making that trip. I've already discussed it with my employer, and he said he's going to do what he can to help me out for a few days. So hopefully I will be there.
Sweet. Hopefully we can talk Miss Angelina into coming too.
I might actually go to Tulsa.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I will go to bed early.
I would like to see everybody show up at Tulsa. That would even be better. Let's do a roll call. Let's see who's out there on the YouTube side. We have the Poor Conservative. Hey, brother, we're all poor. Don't feel too bad. Seven Wonders is out there. We got 5 watching, but that's the only 2 that's saying anything at the moment. And what about the gun channel side? Who we got going on over there? We got Heavy B over on the gun channel side. You know, you people should be ashamed of yourself. You should all be watching this over on the gun channel side. I mean, seriously. Not that I don't appreciate the YouTube love, but, you know, gun channels is so much better. Wouldn't you two agree?
Yep. Absolutely.
You betcha.
You know, that's, if you don't have a gun channels account, I would suggest that you go over, sign up. It's completely free. Get to know some of the folks over there. During the day, Mr. Knives holds things down over there. He's got his shows that go on just about daily. Sean Connery, Tony York. There's a bunch of us that just hangs out right there pretty much all day. And then in the evenings, of course, everybody's got their own little shows that they do. You know, Ghost Tactical Clover Tack, Night Strike. G Webs does the this thing every night. So, there's just so much you can do, and there's always a 24-hour lobby going on. It's great fun, guys. Really. If you're bored, you ain't got nothing better to do. You want to talk about guns or politics or knives or how much peanut butter to put on a sandwich, that's where you need to be hanging out because they will discuss any of those topics. And by the way, it's one spoonful of peanut butter on a sandwich. You don't need
that will fit on there.
No. What you do is you take the teaspoon and you just a teaspoon of peanut butter, smear it on the sandwich. Then you slice up your banana and put it on there with it.
Gross.
Hey, hush. Have you ever had a peanut butter banana sandwich?
I don't eat bananas because they're like dicks.
Yes, we've already had a conversation like that this week. Let's not have another one.
No, we didn't have. I didn't have a conversation like that this week.
Oh, no, it wasn't dicks we were talking about, was it?
What was it? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
You are, like I said, you should be ashamed of yourself being prejudiced against those things.
I'm never ashamed of myself, Ellis.
Yes, so I understand.
No regrets.
Yep.
So, Gary, what was your show going on about this week? It's update time.
We was talking about guns.
Really?
Yeah. We was talking about guns. We was talking about your first gun and whether you still had it, whether you still carried it, whether you'd buy it again. We was talking about how you carry your gun in your car. Do you take it out of the holster? Blah, blah, blah. And we talked about the Oklahoma constitutional carry bill that was passed by the House and was almost to the governor. So that's what we talked about there. And we gave away some stuff too. You could have won a really sweet flag, which, by the way, was provided by AlanAnchor.com.
I have a question. Which flag was it?
Oh, God. What? It was white and black.
I don't remember.
Oh,
you know what? It was probably a thin blue line flag.
No. It was a snake, join or die, I think.
Oh, it was join or die AR-15 flag.
Yeah.
Not released to the public.
It was sweet.
I think I've got one of those, don't
I don't know. Nobody has those other than people I've sent them out to because
I haven't opened all of them that you sent me a while back, so I could very well have one.
You could very well.
In fact, if I could turn my camera on here, if it actually works tonight, which I'm not sure if it will, there's one of them you sent me.
Somebody in Texas is ending up with this one.
Oh, shit.
I actually like that one. I love that thing.
Yeah, that was made by me.
I appreciate it.
You know who stitched that flag, Ellis?
Who stitched that flag?
Me.
Well, you did a very good job.
Thank you.
You did a very good job. I'm
Did
very
it by
proud of you.
hand, just like Betsy Ross.
Yep.
I think Angelina probably looks a lot better than Betsy at this point.
Betsy's dead. At least I'm moist.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we're just going to skip right over that one. Oh,
Welcome to the show, everybody.
yes, yes. Now we know where Angelina's mind's at tonight. She's
I don't know.
moist.
I
Do
don't
you
know
get that way often?
that.
She just plants the innuendo. You help it grow.
Hey, well, it's not my fault that I have a dirty mind. You know, you have to blame society, not me.
I
Dear
don't.
God, that was good. Uh,
It was. When you least expect it.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I love about Angelina. She just pops them out anywhere.
I just bring the train crashing to a halt.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. It's normally a wreck anyway. So, let's see. Did either of you catch any of Matt's show tonight?
I did.
Oh, and what was he going on about?
They were having a bracket of alien invasion movies when I left. That's where I was when you messaged me.
Okay, I haven't seen the chat, but I'm going to make an assumption that Independence Day was probably number one.
They hadn't gotten a number one yet.
And if it didn't, it should, because I've seen a lot of those alien invasion movies, and Independence Day is probably the best. The original now. I'm not talking about the remake.
Okay, so Ellis and Gary,
Yes.
on a scale from no way to put me in coach, I'm ready, where does you and Will Smith fall? Ellis, go.
Where do me and Will Smith fall in what
Yeah,
situation?
like so. Well, from one to no, one is no way, and 10 is put me in coach, I'm ready.
Um, um, oh, see here, I'm having issues here. 'Cause I'm thinking, okay, she's talking about, am I like about to jump in the sack with this dude or what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not okay, so not like actually, just like mentally, or like no, yeah.
Okay, I will say this:
Metaphorically, you'll
I
metaphorically talk about
respect
it.
Will Smith as an actor.
Okay.
I like quite a few of his movies.
Okay. Is he a Scientologist? That's the thing, right?
I do not know if he is or he is not,
Smart bro.
but I don't see me and him ever being besties.
No mouth hugs.
No.
All right, Gary.
No.
First off, I don't know that he's a gun guy.
Exactly.
Well, didn't you see Wild West?
You get paid to do something, you'll put a gun in your hand. I mean, a lot of stores will do that.
Yeah, look at Liam Neeson.
But them wasn't his guns. I've never seen his guns, so I'm probably gonna lean towards a no way.
All right.
I'm gonna play it safe.
Yeah, smart guy.
All right. Well.
What about you? You just jump in the sack with him when you just no questions asked, right there.
No.
Ah, come on now.
Nope. I'm gonna go for a no way. But if it was to put me in coach, I'm ready, I would tell you. But it's a no way.
Well. Sorry, Will. If you ever watch this show, which I seriously doubt you ever will, but none of the three of us see you in that particular light, my friend.
Yep.
But now, I'm sure if Midnight Range was here, you'd have a shot. He's weird like that.
You never know whether he's here or not, because sometimes he's like the wind. He hovers
Yeah.
around.
Node made a good point. It's not whether he's a gun guy or not, but whether you can convert him to be a gun guy.
Oh well, given enough time and patience, I'm pretty sure we can convert anybody to be a gun guy.
Well, see, Ellis is the salesman.
All right, so Coach, put Ellison. He's ready.
Not hardly.
Get in there, Ellis.
Nope.
You're starting.
No.
This is your big chance.
At least I ain't batting cleanup. Thank God for that. At least I'm not batting cleanup.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
It's not at all. Way unknown users out there, obnoxious is out there, and obnoxious. How the hell can you be first? The show's been going on for what 17 minutes now.
Because if I'm not first, he's first.
Well, you were first. You were here before him.
I was here first, but since I'm in the chat, I'm not really first, so he's real first. That's just the rules. I don't make them. It's just the rules.
Yeah, don't fight it.
I'm not even going to attempt to. You lost me when you said you were first, or he was first, and you've been here forever. Anyway, so the president's talking about putting us under a state of national emergency over this whole wall thing. What's your opinions on that?
Well, so as a person that lives in a border state, I'm pretty for a wall. I feel like, I mean, what's it going to realistically do? Will it do something? Then do it. But aren't all the Democrats saying they're going to do a national emergency for guns now or something?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Well, Obama called a bunch of national emergencies, and I mean, people seem to think that everything that Trump does, he's like the first one to ever do it. It's never happened ever before this.
Well, if you go back to about what was it, 2006, 7, 8, it was the Democrats that was all hollering about border control and this, that, and the other.
Well, yeah, I mean, border control is a thing that our country needs. We need immigration reform. We need some kind of border control. That's common sense. But see, now, sweet Ellis, we are in a time when common sense is not like what you should have. What we do is we just start fucking screaming and like, oh, I'm offended. Oh, you're excluding someone. Ah. And the crazier you fucking go, the more tolerant you are. And then you win the award of like Nancy Pelosi jerking you off or something. So,
Dear God, don't say things like that. Now I'm going to have nightmares.
no, I think people are aiming for that. But yeah, like you got this, what's that chick's name? Cortez, the New York chick. What's her name?
Which face? That the one?
Yeah.
I think that Flippy keeps calling her Angelina Cortez, so I really hope that's not her name. But anyway, like that chick, I can't figure out why women of the Democratic Party are not embarrassed. And before you say, like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm going to say, this is not coming from a place of Angelina, the registered Republican. This is coming from the place of, like, I got a uterus. And this chick is embarrassing the women. Like, she's dumb. The shit that comes out of her mouth is stupid as shit. And, like, I mean, if you're a feminist and you support that, I don't know what's wrong with you. That's like anti-feminist.
I don't know. I've been listening to this whole debate go back and forth about the wall and this, that, and the other. I've heard some points on both sides, and I'm sort of stuck in the middle with this thing. I'm trying to decide, okay, will the wall actually help keep illegals out of the country? Probably to some extent. But they're going to, if they want to be here, they're going to find a way to get here. Then what do we do?
Well, that's the whole, if they're going to X, then they're going to find a way to Y. That's like for anything. I mean, that's, if a criminal wants to kill or steal, they're going to find a way. So, I don't know. Like you said, I think it'll help a little bit, but what do you do to the people that are that get through the wall? What do you do to the people that are already here? I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions in immigration.
And that's the thing. There is no easy answers to those questions. How do you go about sending all the ones that's already here illegally back to where they coming from, and at the same time spending the money on building said wall? It's we got to deal with one problem at a time. Let's get the ones that are already here out first, then worry about keeping them out. That's just the way I see it.
Or if they're going to stay, they have to earn their way by building the wall.
That's a unique take, Gary. I never thought about that.
You go down there and help us build this wall, and we'll let you stay.
What about the thing that I think Ted Cruz brought up about seizing El Chapo's assets to pay for the wall?
And that's another good idea.
It's a great idea.
Nope. I do not have a problem with seeing some drug cartels money. In fact, I think that's what we ought to do with all of them that we take down. Seize assets, sell it back to the people, and then use that money to build a wall. Why not? Where's the funding coming from? Your local drug dealers. Thank you very much. This wall was built with a helping hand of drug cartel money. I'm sure that would go over really well in, some South American countries.
So who wants to hear a funny story?
I want to hear a funny story.
Guess what? It's about me.
Let's hear it.
You got pulled over for drunk driving and you wasn't drunk.
Yeah, nothing that cool.
Oh, well.
But I'm out at work today, and as I normally do, because they kind of throw a fit about bringing extra stuff into where I work as far as metal objects. So I have my keys separated where my work keys are on one ring and my house keys and everything, the stuff I don't use at work, are on another. Well, I bought a new gun safe a couple weeks ago for under my seat. It's a combination lock thing, and it's bigger than my old one. So today, as I have for probably every day in the last couple weeks, I put my gun in there and my other key ring, lock it up. I go home this evening, and I go to unlock the lock, and it won't unlock at all. Somehow or another, I must have got something wedged up against the lock mechanism, but it would not turn.
Shit.
And so here I am. First off, I was PO'd that I couldn't get to my gun. Then about 5 minutes out of work, I realized you also aren't getting into your house, buddy, because your keys are in there. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm thinking all the way home, and I have a 30-minute drive home, so I had plenty of time to think. Okay, what am I going to do? So I stopped off at the only store we have, which is a Dollar General store. And it's like I tried it one last time, couldn't get it open, so I'm like, I'm gonna go buy some tools. So I bought a pair of pliers and a flat blade screwdriver. Tried the pliers just to see if maybe the thing wasn't just, a little hard to move and I could not turn it for anything, and I know I had it on the right combination. So finally I took the screwdriver and stuck in the little hole where the cable goes in on the side, and I was amazed at how quickly I was able to bust into this supposedly secure gun safe. Literally within 2 minutes I had it completely busted open.
With tools that you bought at Dollar General.
With about $5 worth of tools. A pair of Chinese pliers and a Chinese screwdriver that I bought at Dollar General. I busted into this.
Okay, my question is who made that particular safe?
Well, it came from our friends at Walmart.
Oh, well.
It
That
wasn't
had anything to do
exactly.
with it.
And then I read some articles online tonight, and they were talking about how easy most safes are to get into. Hardly any of them are all that secure if you know what you're doing. Now I'm thinking, with who have never busted into a gun safe, could get into one in 2 or 3 minutes, a professional could bust into one of those pretty darn quickly.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
they say, like, cops and stuff will tell you that it's not really like, this isn't going to be stolen. It's just a slowdown.
Yeah, it's not meant to prevent it from happening. It's just to make the process a bit more tedious.
Well, if I knew you had a $3,000 pistol in your car, and if I knew I had 5 minutes before anybody could get to me, I could probably get it out of there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yep. Yep.
So don't advertise to people. Don't tell people. They don't need to know. But
I don't own any guns, period.
that was my paranoid moment of the day. Like, I'm going to be locked out. I don't have no keys. Don't have no gun. All I got's my car keys.
I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Including the Chris Vector you still haven't got yet?
Absolutely. That was the first one went overboard.
You can always borrow Zorro's.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
Seven wants to know, is it ruined now? The gun's not ruined. Yeah, the safe is toast. I busted that lock off there slick. I still have my $15
You see,
down the drain.
Your first clue should have been you're buying it from Walmart.
You can get junk from anywhere.
Well, yeah, this is true, but more. If I was looking to buy something that was going to last, I don't think Walmart would be my first choice. Just saying. What's it?
My other one
fancy
came from
says on his
Academy.
channel. Mileage may vary.
Obnoxious one said my fire safe got fucked in the move and I couldn't open it. Took 5 minutes and 2 crowbars. See, I repeated his swear words, so I gave you your adult chat of the day. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Usually it's Angelina who does that, but she's kind of slacking tonight.
I don't say curse words.
Oh, no, never. You've got a halo. We've seen it. It's being held up by devil horns.
Right.
But it's definitely there. There are witnesses. Most of them are blind as a bat.
You can't say that. You're going to piss Patriot off, man.
Well, I'm sure Patriot's seen her halo.
She's blind.
Oh, and yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's blind, and he's seen it. It's just there, bright and shining for the world.
I'm not that bad. Sometimes.
You are the most innocent child I have ever met in my life, Angelina.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're just Angelinic. Yeah. The name suits you.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Never mind the fact that your halo is rusted and tarnished and bent, and slightly crooked, and being held up by devil horns.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Would you like me to go back through some of my older chats and play some of your conversations?
No.
I could do that for you if you really wanted me to.
No.
Oh, come on. No guts, no glory.
No guts, no glory. That's me.
Speaking of that, let me tell you a little conversation I had tonight with a friend of mine.
Oh.
So apparently, her son wanted a gun for his birthday. He's 16 years old. So mom decides to go out and buy him a used rifle. You know, she's not got a whole lot of money. And so she buys the gun off of this guy that supposedly was her friend. It was a 30-30 rifle. And a few weeks later, after, he's got the gun and he's happy with it, thrilled to have it, this guy comes back and says, "Hey, look, can I borrow the gun? I want to go hunting or something." They said, "Sure, you can borrow it." So he takes the gun and he disappears with it. Nobody's seen him since. And come to find out, this guy has probably sold that gun 2 or 3 times to 2 or 3 other people and had done the same thing before.
Oh, the
So
same
now
kind
the kid,
I borrow it.
he sells it and then he gets it back and keeps it, sells it again. So I told her tonight that not to worry about it. It might take me a little while, but I'll buy him a gun and I'll have it shipped to him. Uh, there has to be a very special place in hell for people like that.
Yeah, I hate thievery and shit like that.
Yeah, it ain't right to do anybody dirty. But when it's a kid, to me, that just makes it 10 times worse. Why would you do that to a kid? It's just, for me, it's heartless. Just heartless and cruel.
Some people are just effed up.
Yeah, well,
Midnight
that's
Range
fine.
is in the chat.
Who?
Midnight Range and Roll Call are both out there.
Oh, dear God. That means he's going to be wanting a link, isn't he? So let's take a vote. Yay or nay, do I send him a link or not?
Ladies first.
That sounds like Gary's gonna say no, and he wants me to say no first, so then it won't be weird if he says no.
So, how do you vote there, Angelina?
I don't care.
I'll count that as a yes. Gary?
Yeah.
Crap. Damn it.
Got to make it interesting.
Yeah, I'll send Mohawk Boy a link. He's probably at work and can't come in here anyway. But
for you, he might just do it.
He might do it.
Yeah, it's a possibility, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's sent.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
I used to remember them doing that at wrestling matches back in the 80s. Oop, there it is. And I have no clue where it came from.
It's a song.
Yeah.
Well, that much I gathered.
Bad
But I have no clue
jokes.
who sang it. Well, hello, Midnight Range TM. How are you, sir?
Oh, hello.
How's your life treating you?
Tired, man. Tired.
I understand, brother. I understand.
Got my ass whipped all last week, and I had yesterday off, so recouped a little bit. But I'm pretty beat up after last week. We had a lot going on. So what were you guys talking about when I first popped into the chat?
Which part?
I don't know. Something about a gun. Something about a kid.
Yeah, the friend of mine bought a gun from this dude, and the guy asked if he could borrow the gun a couple weeks after they had it, and he, of course, agreed to it. And he took off, and they're thinking that he's been selling that gun on and off to different people for a while now.
So
Yeah.
it's you're in South Carolina, right?
Well, no, this is all going on in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. So they can sell. Well, so was it a long gun or a handgun?
It's a rifle.
Oh, so you didn't need to do a transfer or whatever.
Nope.
They don't have the serial number, huh?
That was the first thing I did. You get the serial number from the gun? And she said no.
Yeah.
And I was like, you never ever buy a gun without making a copy of that serial number ever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we all do stuff. I mean, you don't think about that shit sometimes.
Well,
Especially if you bought it from somebody you know. You know what I mean? I don't. But obviously they didn't know this dude.
Well, she thought she knew him. Apparently, he just scammed her out of her money and then took the gun back and going to sell it to the next person.
So you know him personally?
No, I don't. I know her.
No, but I mean, you know the. So that's the kid is a female. Is that what you're talking about, or?
No, the kid's a boy. Mama's the one that bought the gun for him.
Oh, you know the mom. How old's the kid?
16.
What kind of gun was it?
30-30 Marlin.
Oh shit! So it was kind of pricey, huh?
So.
Yeah.
But like I said, I told her tonight I'd go ahead and buy him one and have it shipped to him.
Well, why don't we do a thing? See how many people we can get to throw in $5 or $10.
Yeah, we could do that, I guess.
I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
I've already been pricing it, and I can get one new, depending on where I go, for about $450.
Yeah.
That ain't bad for a rifle. And I'd already made up my mind. If I get him one, I won't get him the scoped model. That way, if he decides he wants to go hunting with it, it'll already be ready and set up with a scope.
Well, here's what we should do. We should get in touch with Marlin somehow, tell them what happened, and see if they would see how much it would cost to get one from them. Maybe they would give you a deal, and then we have like a little fundraiser. Maybe they would come down to like $250 or something.
Oh, I was just going to get it from work.
Yeah, but I mean, why not? Why not go to the company itself? Maybe they'd be willing to help out.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just going to be douchebags about it.
Not a bigger douchebag than the dude that fucking took the gun.
No, this is true. This is true.
You got nothing to lose by asking.
Yeah. We know enough. I mean, we know a lot of people. I mean, holy shit. We start doing some videos on it and stuff. Guaranteed to be enough advertising for them to be worth it to come down to a couple $100 on the rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll work out something.
Yeah. I would. I mean, now I'm talking on the outside of this whole situation. Now, I would make sure that everything did happen the way it happened. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm fairly sure that it happened just exactly the way I was told. There's
Yeah.
been enough people that's been discussing it, so.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Or
the
we could
idiot.
get a.
I'm
Or,
thinking the
or
idiot was just on drugs, and that was his way of supplying his habit.
yeah. Well, the kid learned a hell of a lesson. That's for sure.
Yep, and he
Don't
learned
trust
it the hard
anybody.
way.
Don't trust anybody that's not yourself.
Well, that and always make sure when you buy a gun, you write down the serial number. You keep it safe.
Hmm.
That way the police can trace that gun in some way, shape, form, or fashion, at least back to its previous owner.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows with that if it's been done before or whatnot? Even if you did have the serial number, who the hell knows who it's registered to? You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, the goddamn thing could have been stolen to begin with.
Probably was. Which means everybody he sold it to is essentially a criminal.
Nah, I mean, you have to knowingly buy something for
Right.
it to be a crime.
Well, yeah, this is true, but
There's no way in hell you get in trouble for that.
mm, that would depend on the state.
Mm.
And
I mean,
Oklahoma's pretty open. Oklahoma's pretty
that's how it
open.
is in, yeah, that's how it is in PA. You can sell long guns without a permit or without a transfer. I mean, I've done it. I bought a shotgun for my buddy, that kind of stuff, and it's not anything too goofy, but yeah, I would definitely, draw up your own little contract or something if you bought something from somebody that you didn't know.
Well, it's got to the point now where I'm not going to, if I was to sell to another person a gun, if they don't have a concealed carry permit, I ain't selling it to them, period.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. Yeah.
If you don't already have a concealed carry permit, I'm not going to sell you a gun. Because, if the FBI, NICS, and all that uses the concealed carry permit as a background check, well, if it's good enough for them,
Right. But
so
I mean, that's kind of it's kind of funny though you say that, but that's basically what happened with that dude out in Illinois. You know what I mean? He had his FOID card and was able to buy guns and shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? So even doing that, I guess you never know, man. These government agencies drop the ball. They don't fucking know what they're doing half the time.
well, that's the thing. The NICS program has never stopped one crime from happening, ever. You know, most criminals don't get their guns through gun shops anyway, so they're not going through the background check. And how often do you hear of a lawful concealed carrier committing crimes?
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about it last night on the show. We're talking about somebody that moves into a state, like you don't have to have anything to own a firearm in PA, right? So if I move to Illinois and I'm supposed to get a FOID card, and you just don't, now you got guns floating around that aren't known at all. You know what I mean? There's got to be millions of guns in a state like that aren't registered, just from people that move into that state with firearms and never register them.
Yeah,
So
because they either don't realize they need to,
right,
or they just refuse to give up their information.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's tons of people that just say, "Fuck it, I'm not telling anybody that I have them."
Which, on one hand, I understand. On the other hand, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because if you ever decide to go out and go shooting and then you get caught with them,
yeah. Well,
just tell them you're hunting from out of state.
For sure, it's a scary proposition, and that's pulling a federal firearms charge is no joke, man. I mean, that's the kind of thing that don't look good on a resume either. You know what I mean, or anything like that. So I would definitely I'd be worried, man. And people that try and well, it happened not long ago with that older dude. He had something from like forever ago that he wasn't supposed to have, and eventually somebody ratted him out,
Yeah.
or somebody got wind of it somehow. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Hard to
always
keep
say it like
secrets.
this: the government and other people need to keep their nose in their own business and stay out of everybody else's. I think Hank Williams said it best: "Mind your own damn business and stay out of mine." You got a nose in your own face, keep that. I don't need your nose on mine.
There's a question for the panel right there. Which Hank Williams is your favorite?
Which Hank Williams is my favorite? Oh God. Uh,
I'm gonna say for me it's Hank 3.
he's not bad, but God, that's a hard question
Yep.
because Hank 3 sounds so much like Hank Sr. that it is unreal.
Mm-hmm.
But Hank Sr. had this way of just moaning out a song that break your heart. Hank Jr. was a bit more rowdy, and I liked that. So I got to go with Bo Cephas. I got to say Hank Williams Jr.
Ooh, okay. Gary?
Well, I could go either way on that one, but I grew up listening to the old man because mom had some of his records around. And so that was some of the earliest music I ever remember listening to. So I'm going to go with the original.
OG. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Midnight?
Well, Hank the Third did a cover of "Cocaine Blues" by Johnny Cash. That was pretty cool. That's a good song.
But is it good enough?
Yeah, I think that's what I was just gonna say. Like, other than that, I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, he's a little twangy for me. You know what I mean? The voice, probably Junior.
Oh, 2 for Junior. All right. Do we have any from the audience here?
Oh, yeah, we can fool the audience if you'd like. Hey, Dano, I see you out there. Ozzy's out there. So, yeah, you can poll the audience if you'd like. What do you guys say, yay or nay? Which Hank is the best? And so far, I'm not seeing any answers to the question. So,
Yeah, you got to wake them up first.
yeah. I know it's a boring show, guys, but damn, don't fall asleep on me.
Give them the bird, people. Come on, let's get up. Let's get around. Come on. Look alive. Look alive.
Look alive.
Put your pants on. Oh.
Maybe they don't want to put their pants on. Have you ever thought about that?
Pants off, pants off.
Good Lord. Some people just like sitting around their computer naked. That's their choice.
That's why your camera's off, I see.
Interesting.
My camera's off. My camera's off because nobody wants to see my mug. There's two looks to me, ugly and uglier. And ain't nobody wants to see either one.
Look what I got.
Oh, shit. My friend.
Yeah, you got a Gary.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Look at his little, kitty face. Oh, Georgie.
Say hi, Georgie.
That cat's starting to look like you, Gary.
He's almost as furry as I am.
He's
But cat's better looking, though.
Yeah.
How you doing, George?
You're being talked to, George. Say hi. Say meow. Meow.
Look
That
at
cat looks, that cat looks grumpier than Grumpy Cat right
You
now.
know,
gonna say, he
Grumpy's
looks pissed
purring
off.
up here, man. Purr for the audience.
Well, you know what? A rattlesnake rattles his tail before it bites you.
You gonna bite? Go ahead, bite me.
Does he bite?
Only when he's playing. Right now, he just went scratched.
Does he sleep in your bed with you?
Huh?
Does he sleep like in bed with you at night and everything?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. What a treat. He's so cute.
Are you jealous, Angelina?
I mean, I want to sleep with George.
Oh, I meant Gary. I thought
I
you
thought
wanted
you
to
were going to
sleep
say
with Gary.
Gary. Yeah, anyway, it's
It's
bullshit.
kind of a package deal.
Gary's talking about his package again.
Somebody has to talk about it because nobody else is.
Hey, Gizzard, did you see that picture I tagged you guys in Instagram with the big wheel? The gun snob?
The big
He's
wheel.
lost in George.
There's a picture of a kid on a Rambo big wheel, one of the big wheel little bicycles from the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
The kid looks just like the gun snob. I shit you not.
I got
It's so
checked
funny.
that out.
It's so funny. I tagged a bunch of people in it. I don't know if anybody saw it or not. I was
Today's
like,
Gun Snob's birthday, by the way.
is it?
Well,
Holy
happy
shit, I
birthday,
didn't know
Gun
that.
Snob.
He's 35 years old today.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, he's still wet behind the ears. He's still a greenhorn.
Yeah, he's a year older than my son.
Lord have mercy. I remember 35.
Yeah, I do too, barely.
I'm not even there yet.
I remember it fairly well. Oh, Angelina, you're what? 21, going on 18.
Yep, that's exactly how old I am.
Mm-hmm.
Barely legal.
It's uncanny how you do that, Ellis.
What's that?
Guess people's age. You're
It's
just great at it.
it's a talent. It's a talent. I mean, look at Midnight there. He's 70. Don't look a day over 35.
No, man, I feel like I'm 70. That's for sure.
I understand. Yeah, I'd say I'm getting real close to you in hours here lately.
Mm. That
So,
sucks.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but you're not running around like an idiot. I would imagine you have a pretty fun gig going there.
For the most part, I love my job.
I mean, you
Until
got to deal with some assholes, I'm sure. You know what I mean? But
oh yeah, let me tell you a story, dude. The other day I was sitting at the counter talking to this guy. He had his kid with him, talking about gun safety, right? Trying to tell the kid how to be safe with a gun. Well, he's got a shotgun in his hand, going over it with the kid. He swings the gun around, comes an inch from hitting me upside the head with it, and then stops the barrel right between my eyes. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking down the barrel of the 12 gauge.
Hmm.
And
Wait,
I'm and you're the guy giving the kid hints about gun safety. Okay, I got you. So that pretty much messed up my whole day for me right there at that point. But for the most part, yes, I love it.
yeah, that'll turn you off for sure.
Yeah. It just some of the things that people do.
you hear him?
Dear God, I hear that cat purring through your mic.
He's trying to
That's
get you
scary.
all sexy, Ellis.
But that's your job, Angelina.
No, it's George's job.
Oh, that's your job.
George's job.
No, no, no. There has to be one sexy person on every chat. And you're the sexy person on this one. Unless we're talking about Midnight Range being sexy.
I thought it was midnight.
Well, there you go, Midnight. You got a new job. Your job is to now be the sexy one.
He's bringing
Oh,
sexy back.
Good God, what kind of hideous, monstrous trolls do you have around here that I'm the good-looking one? Good.
Well, apparently Angelina thinks you're the good-looking one. So
I just said it's not me. It's
She
midnight.
must drink a lot.
I do not consume any alcohol, and I haven't for like 4 years.
see, now you can tell your wife that she's married to a sex symbol.
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't tell your wife that. She won't like that.
Next time I talk to Mia, I'll tell her myself that she needs to keep you on closer watch because now she's married to an international sex symbol.
Oh, it's international now?
Yeah, all the women will be after you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure.
They're coming, buddy. They're coming.
Well, I'm at the grocery store, and I don't see any of them right now, so I'll hang out here by the donuts just in case.
Well, that's where the cops are going to hang out, dude.
Oh, here's some St. Patrick's Day donuts.
Already? Ain't it a little early for St. Patrick's Day celebrations?
You need to go buy the Valentine stuff because it's all on clearance now. You can get it like half price.
I just bought my son a little mug. I'm gonna buy him this.
There you go.
It's like $1. I just picked it up impulse buy. Look, there's donuts.
Sprinkles, Matt's favorite.
Those donuts are not edible. They have sprinkles on them.
You're fucking crazy. Sprinkles are awesome.
Sprinkles suck, dude.
You suck.
And you swallow.
Well, yeah, but I don't like it like you do. I just do it because money's money.
Ah, well, somebody told me you were a show off anyway. You like to gargle.
Got to be good at something.
Well, $50 is $50. I'll give you that.
$50? Holy shit.
$50.
Shoo, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Damn, Mel's getting the big money.
Yeah, anyway.
If you're going to do it, you might as well be good at it.
What that mouth do?
Dunkin' Donuts makes apple fritter yogurt.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the hell an apple fritter is.
What?
Seriously?
It's
Oh my
nasty. Don't listen to anyone else. It's nasty.
God. Not nasty.
I will take Angelina's word on it.
Disgusting.
I'll go back to the donuts and I'll show you what an apple fritter is.
Okay, you show me what an apple fritter is.
What would be hilarious is if the camera goes back on and it's just Midnight's ass.
Or its face, and they look so much alike you can't hardly tell the difference.
Hey, look, they got your buddy here. Cookie Monster.
Oh, what up, fool?
Hey, is that the story that had the robot following you around that night?
Yep. Yeah, I saw him the other day. I was worried the other day because, like if you watch in the video, like he's got some lights on him and they're blue. I saw him the other day and his lights were orange and I was like, oh shit, he just went, he just went sentient.
He's angry.
Yeah, I've got my shit and I moved out, that's for sure. I don't think they have any apple fritters. Oh, here's some.
They're awake, they're gross.
Apple fritter.
Yum.
Delicious. Hell yeah, yum. You guys are fools, man. Those are good.
Especially if you warm them up just a little
I
bit.
tell you what, y'all can have the apple fritters. I want the cinnamon rolls behind them.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, only if you make them yourself.
There's something wrong with you, Angelina.
Apple fritters, gross. Cinnamon rolls, worse.
What is wrong with a cinnamon roll? I love cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls are fucking nasty.
Okay, what about a bear claw? Do you like bear claws?
What's a
Sure,
bear?
why not? Kind of like a Danish, sort of, kind of.
Oh,
But
then no. Then no, absolutely not. Danish, absolutely not. All right, I
There
just
is-
Googled this bear claw. Absolutely not. I would not eat this. First of all, it looks like someone busted a load all over the top of this thing.
Delicious.
Yeah, take it from the guy that likes busting loads all over top of everything. You got to remember, that's what he does for a living. He puts white shit on top of shit.
And gargled.
There you go.
Yes.
There's a birthday card for you for George.
It looks like George,
Pissed off.
just a different color.
Yeah.
Let's say
No.
George is not orange.
George is
I said it looks like George, just a different color. It's probably one of George's long lost brothers.
Could be. Can you hear the music? The old elevator music here at the old grocery store?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, it is 2 minutes after midnight. I know the Daily Gun Show is going on, so we're going to jump
Oh,
off
snap.
here. Yep, it's that time. We are going to jump off of here. Remember to go over and say hello to G-Webs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Midnight, thank you for stopping by. You got anything to plug?
Yeah, I'm going to be dropping a video that I did at the outdoor show on the Mantis X shooting system. Short and sweet, nothing too crazy. Just a quick overview that they did on the system. So I'm hoping to get a hold of one and be able to do some testing on it, but haven't gotten a hold of him yet. So other than that, I did a show last night. If you want to watch some nonsense, that's always on the internet, so you can always check that out.
Well, we appreciate you, Midnight, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, anytime I can, man. I'll be there.
Yep. Gary, what about you, buddy?
Well, thanks for the invite. On behalf of George here, my cat and channel partner, we thank you for the invite. Give him a bird.
I love having you and George around. George is the official mascot of the Outlaw Hatfield program. So,
Say thanks, buddy.
Angelina is the other mascot. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. What do you got to plug?
Well, I'm gonna say support Gary and his channel partner George, and buy things from alananchor.com, and buy things from gearwebsites.com, and send Ellis pictures of your wieners.
Please do not do that last one. I am begging you.
No, it's opposite day. He really wants you to. So, info at theoutlawhatfield.com.
I will block every person that sends me a wiener picture.
He won't. He's lying.
Watch me.
You didn't block Gary. Gary sends out those every morning, and I know you're on the list.
I have never got a wiener picture from Gary.
I see your number on there right next to everyone else's.
Yeah, maybe, but I've never received a wiener picture.
Uh,
I've never even. I'm still waiting on my picture of George. He hasn't sent me one of those. So
wink, wink.
I'm still waiting on my George picture. I want a signed, autographed copy of that, by the
Looks
way.
like you about to get one, fool.
I want it signed and autographed.
I got some pictures I could send you.
Anyway, guys, we are out of here. I will talk to you later. God bless you. Good night. Stay safe. And remember to go over and support G-Web. Say hello to him. Buy stuff from your websites. And give to G-Webs his Patreon. He needs it a lot more than the rest of us do for what he does. So, God bless, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Give him the bird.